Alrighty, so the extended patch notes have come out, and I just wanted to talk about this banner a little bit because it's bad. So, if you haven't put two and two together by now, the entire game community is basically going to be skipping this banner, as they should, because this Ragnarok Bond is just not very good. I mean, the only thing that he's any good for is backline support, and even then, it's just kind of meh. Like, I mean, we'll go over his skills and everything like that, but just the banner in general is just, the banner itself is just pretty bad. It is a step-up banner, so you can get him kind of, sort of cheap, but at the same time, is it really worth it? To be determined. I'm not going to be summoning on this banner, so don't expect anything from me on this Bond, really. There are people who already have him, at least on JP, that you can kind of look up and sort of get a better like analysis, like if you really want to summon for the character. But honestly, the banner's not very good. The character's not very good. He does buff, like with his release, they are buffing the other Brawler Bonds, which is sort of kind of nice, but it's just, it's not enough, really. So, yeah, Blue Lost Vein is on here, who is a Ragnarok character. Ragnarok Deanne is on here. Ragnarok Merlin is on here. And those are the only Ragnarok characters on here, actually, which is not very good, because Blue Lost Vein is... he can be very decent if you run him with the right, like, gimmicky sort of team. I actually do like Ragnarok Deanne, but still, like, I mean, just not really enough reason to summon. Green Merlin is kind of a hot topic. She's like almost considered to be like one of the worst units in the game at the moment, so definitely not worth it. And then a lot of the other stuff on here is either just really old or really like not needed, really. So like Death Beers is like 1,000 years old at this point. He was on like every banner that the game ever released for like a whole like year's worth of time. I know that some of you may be newer players and everything like that, but this banner is just not good. Next week, we are actually going to be getting the other Ragnarok banner, which I don't know why they didn't just bundle these two characters together. But next week's character is a really good character to have, because she's going to be really good and boost your team for the Deer Boss. So definitely recommend getting that for if you're not doing the Deer Boss right now. Will be very good in the future whenever you do get around to doing it. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to be in that boat where, you know, a lot of people were lately, where they were like, oh, like I didn't want to get Magelda because she didn't really look all that good, and then her Holy Relic came out and she was like really good and everybody wanted her all of a sudden. So the next banner also has a lot better Ragnarok characters on it. Like, it has a lot of the OC Ragnarok characters, so it has Brunhild, it has Magelda, it has Thonar, it has Scott E on it, it has, I'm pretty sure it even has Sigurd on it as well. So it has all of the other Ragnarok characters that you would actually want to pull. So definitely recommend skipping this one, saving for the next one. We don't know exactly what's going to happen after that banner for the moment, but there's a lot of talk about there being a collab sometime soonish, so I definitely think that it's just not worth it in general to summon on this. Definitely save your gems. The character itself is just kind of mediocre, in all honesty. Like, I mean, obviously, like I said, it is sort of like a backline unit. He has a charge card, which the last character to come out that had a charge card, if I'm not mistaken, was the Green Halloween Deanne, and she was dubbed to be really, really bad. Coincidence? I think not. But I don't know. Charge cards just really aren't what they used to be. They can be pretty decent, but at the same time, it's just kind of a lackluster card, in my personal opinion. His second card is kind of like Festival Zeldris' card, where it actually puts on Dissolve, but at the higher tiers it will actually restrict ultimate move, which I actually kind of like, but at the same time, you know, with this character not doing a whole lot of damage and everything, it's just kind of like supporty sort of character, just like Zeldris is in like all regards, honestly. So I mean, it kind of fits that, you know, he has this card, but it doesn't really feel very Bond to me. Like, I don't know, when I think of Bond, I don't think of like Dissolve or anything like that. Not that it really matters. I mean, they can put any skill they want on any character. It really doesn't matter. But I don't know. It feels like a weird card to put on a Bond. Ultimate is the same as the other two Brawler Bonds, so it just depletes ultimate move gauge, which is fine, I guess. It's not really all that great, but the only thing that he's good for really is his unique, which is increases all allies attack related stats by 10% and decreases all enemies' pierce rate, crit chance, and crit damage by 15%. So, I mean, those are just pretty small modifiers. 10% to attack related stats is okay, but there's a lot better characters that you could run in the back slot, or, you know, just different team comps and stuff like that that you can put together to get more use than, you know, this specifically. If I do end up pulling this character in the future, maybe on like an SSR ticket, or maybe one of the SR ticket banners or something like that, or maybe I just end up summoning on one of the future Ragnarok banners that has this character in it, I'll probably try to mess with him a little bit then, like if I just get them as like an extra to my summons. But this character doesn't seem good enough to actually go out of my way to spend diamonds on. So I definitely recommend you do the same, just because mainly you know, next week, like I said, there's going to be a much better banner with a lot more value in it. So I definitely recommend you just skip this one, save for that one. Obviously, do whatever you want. If you really like Bond characters, or you just really like this character in general, or the idea of it, or want to test it out, or whatever the case may be, feel free to do it. I mean, I'm not trying to like tell you what to do, but I'm just letting you know that it's not a very good character. So that is pretty much all I have to say. I will be uploading a video whenever the patch drops on the new final boss legend Bond, so I guess stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, feel free to, but other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.